I set up so straight to film and it hurts my poor posture. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. Oh my gosh, I'm currently wearing Topshop jeans. I've never worn a Topshop jean before. Never worn Topshop anything before. And they are currently cutting off the circulation in my abdomen. Anyway, so today I'm very excited because I have, I was gonna say like brand new, but it's not exactly brand new. It's just like decently new. I have a decently new subscription box for you guys that I am very excited to open. And that subscription I am talking about is the Slay Glam box. Now, the subscription has just been like started by like an individual, one person. So it's kind of like an indie subscription. It's not run by like Sephora or Macy's or any like big business or big brand. I think it's like a fairly small like operation and they just started up, so I am very excited to get into the tool packages I have here today. This unboxing would have gone out a lot sooner than right now. My first box came like 2 months ago when I was dealing with some family issues and I was not able to unbox it, and then the most recent box that I received, which is from last month actually, it came, you know, on time and everything. I just misplaced it for multiple days, but I found it, so everything's good now and I'm very excited to go ahead and get on into here and see what these bags have to offer. You're supposed to receive 5 to 7 full-size items in your bags, and I think it's $24 a month with free shipping. Okay, so we're gonna go for the first one here. This is actually from February, so very excited to see what the very first Slay Glam box had in store for people. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, that's really cute. Something a little bit different. I like to see the personalization. You know, it's just not like a regular box. It's like a little bag. That's super cute. I have a tiny, adorable little 3-year-old cousin that I think would highly enjoy this paper purse. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is lurking inside here. All right, so right off the bat, I do like that a lot of the things have been individually bubble wrapped. We also have a little card in here that just says Slay Glam box on the front, and then it has all of the products and pricing on the back, which I really do enjoy. So the very first item we have here is something from Sephora. Very interesting that we have a full-size Sephora product in here, but Sephora still refuses to put any full-size products in their own subscription box. Anyway, at least I think this is full-size. I'm pretty sure everything is supposed to be. So this is the Sephora Colorful Gloss Balm. I don't know if I've ever heard of this, to be honest. I got mine in the shade Warrior Princess. Alright, so here is the Gloss Balm, which I've actually never seen at Sephora before. It's like a really long skinny tube. Ooh, and it comes out super, super pink. It smells just kind of like a regular lip gloss. It is a very like thick, sticky, just pink lip gloss. I've never heard of this before, so that is interesting. I do kind of like the packaging on it just because it's a little bit different than like a regular gloss. Alright, next up here we have 2 little things wrapped up in bubble wrap. What is this? Okay, so this is a Lip Fusion XXL Advanced Contouring Plumping Primer, and I can't find a brand on this. Yeah, not 100% sure what the brand is on here, but it's like this big chubby little lip crown, and it's apparently just like clear, but it's supposed to plump your lips. This is something I probably wouldn't necessarily pick up on my own, but you know, if it works, that's nice. I'm hoping that the little card here will say what the brand is, because I definitely can't find one on here and the text is just far too small for my poorly functioning eyes. Okie dokie. Next up here, also in the same bubble wrap. Oh, okay, so apparently these are from the same brand. This is a Stimulash Fusion Lash Enhancing Long Wear Liquid eyeliner. Okay, so this is from Fusion Brands. I can see it a little bit easier on the back here, and this has like a very pointy kind of like felt tip to it. Oh, okay, so that's very liquidy and kind of like gray. I can also see it going into like my fine lines. So I'm gonna shake this. There is a little thingy in here that needs to be shaken. All right, so I shook it up pretty well. I don't know if it's because this bag has been sitting around for a little while and I haven't used it, but it's still kind of like a thin gray eyeliner. So not too sure about that. Maybe like once you really start getting to use it, the pigment will come out or it'll thicken up a bit, but right now it's just very, very thin, very, very like pale gray, but it is quite thin and not very pigmented. Alrighty, next up here we have a palette. Looks like we have 2 palettes in here actually. Ooh, that's making my wrist tingle a little bit. I guess it is supposed to be like stimulating for your lashes, but like right now my wrist is, it's tingling. All right, so next up here we have something from Beauty Creations. This is a Scandalous Glow palette, and I'm gonna assume this is some type of highlighting palette since it says it's for glowing, and yes it is. All right, so it has a little mirror up top here, and then it has 4 pans of highlight. Most of these right here seem just a little bit deep for my skin tone. This kind of goldy one here in the corner though might work out for me. Very soft to the touch, which is nice. I might have cleaned a brush on my arm earlier. What's with all the beeping? All right, so let's just get a little swatch of these guys. Ooh, that swatched pretty well actually. Yeah, I would think maybe these two in particular might be just a bit dark for me. No one ever texts me. I don't even know where my phone is. Anyway, yeah, these two I think might be a little bit dark, but this one and this one I might be able to wear. Okay, so that is nice. Let's move on to the next little palette in here. Ooh, okay, so there are also a few little samples in here. We got 5 little foil packets. So it looks like this is from the brand Being True Essential Anti-Fatigue Eye Contour Gel. Ooh. My eyes, as well as most everything else about me, are incredibly fatigued right now, so that's kind of nice. Alright, so the last thing in here is another palette from Beauty Creations. I've never heard of that brand. Let me know if you guys have ever tried anything from this brand or heard anything about it, because I think this is my first time hearing about it. This is the Tease Me palette. It has like a nice pretty pink packaging to it. All the packagings on this are kind of like the hard cardboard. Oops. Okay, so this is a very like pale neutral palette. We do have some little pops of color throughout, but what interests me the most is this lust color down there. It looks like a hunky chunky glitter almost. Fascinating. It has quite a bit of fallout to it, but it's like a super chunky glitter something. I feel like this isn't a shade that you could just throw on your lid and it would actually stay put. You probably need to use some type of like glitter adhesive, but it does catch the light really nicely. The rest of these shades are just pretty neutral. The shimmers in here do seem to be like pretty soft. Oh, and they swatch actually pretty nicely as well. That's some pretty nice pigment right there. Let's go ahead and look at the full size prices of these items right now. All right, so the first product is the Sephora lip gloss, which is $8. Then we have the Tease Me palette, which is $16. The Beauty Creations highlighter, which is $11.99. The Lip Fusion XXL Advanced Contouring Lip Plumping, which is $38. Okay, so apparently this is $38. Then we have the Lash Enhancing Liquid Treatment Eyeliner, which is $28. Now, if this really did like fully enhance your lashes and help your lashes grow and that kind of stuff, that is fine. I definitely, at least for me, I couldn't use this just on its own. I'd have to like put this on and then put like another liner on top of it just because it's not, you know, anywhere pigmented enough for like what I like. Oh, and then I didn't even see this down here. It says the Being True Anti-Fatigue Contouring Eye Gel ×5. So apparently these are $7 for the 5 little packs, bringing us to a grand total of $108.99. So that's not too bad on the value side. I do like that the items in here were full size and they're just, you know, a little bit different than we're typically used to seeing in subscription boxes. This was their very first box, so I'm super interested in seeing like what the following month is gonna look like, because I'm sure like over time there's gonna be like growth and expansion and more brands and that kind of stuff. So very interested in seeing what the month that comes after February, March's box looks like. The first box had stuff in it that I probably wouldn't pick out on my own, but I would really love to know all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. Next up, we have March's box, which feels quite heavy. Oh good, they kept the little purse. It's just something like, you know, different. It's not your standard box, so I think it sets them apart just a little bit. It does get a little bit like scrunched up in shipping, so that doesn't look the best, but it's still like a really cute little idea. Ooh, okay, so there's a good amount in this box. Wow. I set up so straight to film and it hurts my poor posture. Okay, so right up first here, we have another thing from Being True, and this is a retractable powder brush. Ooh. So this is the little powder brush here. It comes in like a metal tube. It's very pretty. Oh, that's cute. I feel like my mom used to have one of these back in the day and I used to play with it all the time. So this has like some nostalgia to me for some reason, but it's very cute. It's also very soft. This could be, I guess, used for all over powder, maybe blush, however you want to use it. It's just a brush. It kind of rattles around a little bit, which reminds me of like my bronzer brush that my boyfriend hates more than anything. But it is really cute and definitely practical. You know, this would be easy to like slide into a purse or something if you're wanting to like touch up your powder throughout the day. All right, next up here, we have something from Sourmé, and I feel like I've definitely heard of that brand before. This is Smear Proof Eyeliner. Ooh. Ooh, is it white? I don't think I've ever had a white eyeliner. Oh my gosh, it is white. All right, so this is just a straight up white pencil eyeliner from Sourmet Cosmetics. Oh, it's actually pretty creamy and definitely pigmented. You can see the white showing up even on my ghost skin. I know there are a lot of people that like will line the inside of their waterline on the bottom here to make their eyes look bigger, so I might give that a try. Oh, okay, so next up here we have something from Luna by Luna, which is a brand I've seen several times in my Ipsy. Actually, so far this is kind of reminding me of like a large Ipsy. Like the Marches box right now is giving me like Ipsy, just bigger vibes. So this is a translucent setting powder from Luna by Luna, and it comes in a nice size little pot here. Oh, it has a little powder puff in it. How cute. And then it is just a hopefully very translucent setting powder that doesn't have much flashback. I just recently ran out of my Laura Mercier setting powder, which I got from somewhere. I don't think I purchased it. I think it came in like a subscription or somebody very kindly sent it to me. So I might have to give this a try before I go out and buy another like big old honkin' tube of that. Alrighty, next up here we have something from Rasha B Cosmetics. What is the English language? Cosmetics. This looks like some type of lip product in the shade Lychee. So this is like a pretty standard, like neutrally rosy pink lip thing. Not 100% sure if it's like a liquid lip or a gloss. Ooh, I actually like it better swatched than I did in the bottle. It looks a little bit more on like the neutral side. It's coming off quite pink in like the camera, but it's not too crazy pink like actually swatched. It also seems fairly pigmented, and by like the texture of it, I'm gonna assume it's a liquid lip. All right, so that is interesting. And then the very almost last, never mind, there's something hiding back here. Let's go ahead and look at what this is. It's heavy. All right, so the very last thing we have here is from, it's not the very last thing, there's a big old thing sitting right there. The next to last thing we have here is from Mirabella, and this is a Chroma eyeshadow collection. Interesting. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a very heavy little package. Ooh. All right, so inside here we just have a 7-pan little eyeshadow palette with some very interesting kind of like almost like pastel-y 90s colors. This probably isn't a palette that I would pick out for myself, but it is cute and the packaging feels really nice on it. This is probably something I will pass along to somebody else, but I do think it is a very interesting color scheme with this just like random pop of blue right in the center. All right, and the very last thing we have here is actually a blush palette. I wasn't expecting that. This is the Blush Me Cheeky palette from JCat Beauty. I really like how on the back here they have like different ways to apply your blush for different face shapes. I don't exactly know what like my head shape is, but I feel like I do all of these at one time, just like a lot of blush. All right, and here is the blush palette from JCat Beauty. They do have a bunch of like options in here as far as like colors go, some a little bit more on the neutral side, some like very vibrant. This is something that I probably will pass along to somebody else as well or donate. I feel like I have a ton of blushes, but this is a very large palette and you do get 8 choices in there, which is nice. All right, you guys, so they have another little card in here that'll tell us all of the prices of the items that came in the box. So the JCat Blush Me Beauty Blush Me Cheeky palette is $12.99. The Mirabella Chroma eyeshadow palette is $50. I did say like, ooh, that packaging, that feels real nice, but apparently it's $50 worth of nice. Wow. The Sourmet eyeliner in white is $13.66. That's very specific. The Rasha B Cosmetics lip gloss / liquid lipstick. I don't know if that means that you could have received a lip gloss or a liquid lipstick. I definitely feel like mine is a liquid lipstick because it's definitely drying down. Is $14. Then we have the Luna by Luna translucent powder, which is $18 to $22. Not exactly sure how that one works. And then finally the blush brush, this one that goes inside itself. Oh, okay, so this is only like a little added on bonus if you refer a friend or if you're one of the first 24 subscribers. Okay, so this one doesn't technically count in like the value of the box, so I probably will not include it when I'm tallying everything up. Really quickly, I'm gonna do a little bit of ice cream calculator totaling here to see what the total value of the box is. Okay, so without me adding the, oh my gosh, that almost flew out and hit me in the face. Without me adding the little brush here, my total came to $108.65, which is spookily locally similar to my first one, I think. Anyway, so $108.65, and that does not include the brush. If I did include the brush, apparently they had a variation for it, so it ranged between $19 and $30. So if you added those values to it, it would be a bit more valuable. Alright you guys, so that was everything that came in the February and the March Slay Glam box. I do think this is an interesting subscription, and I feel like I can already see growth between like the first box and the second box. I'm hoping that the longer they're out there, the longer the company is going to be around, like the better the boxes will get. I do already see some brands like Luna by Luna that have been included in things like Ipsy before, and maybe even BoxyCharm. $50 eyeshadow palette, that is a very nice inclusion into this. You can definitely tell that there is some like quality there. Some of the things like the JCat Beauty blush palette might seem to be a little bit on like the cheap side, but some nicer quality items like this do help to like boost the overall quality of the box. How many times can you say quality in one sentence? But I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions about this box down below in the comments. Do you get it? Do you not? Have you seen other people do unboxings of this? What do you think about it all together? I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! I got red mystery makeup all over my Topshop jeans. They were on sale and I still paid $20 for them. Hopefully I can go wash that out real fast.